It's week 2 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
And I can't imagine that Week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in Week 2.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll set up a throw. There's Chris Olave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their...
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Powering his way forward, the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player.
Touchdown, Bills! James Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop. Second drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll look to throw. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And a point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. Outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. On play action, Allen. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And Knox is going to have the Bills first down as he's down to the 11. To throw, it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. At the 17-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Samuel in motion. Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 3rd down and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they trail the visiting Patriots at halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown reception. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here are the Bills to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. To the air, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In motion right, that's Hamler. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And some room to work. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Groupie for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Allen now looks to throw.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air. Another